Hi everybody, it's Gilbert and welcome to This or That Schoology edition. Today I'm going to teach you how to make custom buttons within your Schoology that are linked in Schoology but also linked to outside platforms. Let's go ahead and hop right into it. So today I'm going to show you how to create some custom buttons for your Schoology course. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to open a new Google slide. Then you're going to go to File, Page Setup, and you're going to want to go to Page Size and click on Standard and then click Apply. And then what we're going to do is we're going to delete these text boxes. And then I'm going to go to Shape, go to Shapes and click on Circle. And then I'm going to hold down the Shift button on my keyboard. And then I'm just going to stretch it out. I'll try and make it a little bit bigger. Right, and then I'm going to go to Arrange. I want to make sure it's centered on the page. And then I'm going to go to Colors, make sure a field color. I'm going to select white. And then the border I want black. And then I'm going to make it a little bit thick. There we go. All right, so the next thing I want to put a background in this circle. So where in the last video I showed you, I went to freepick.com. Here is where I typed in, if you remember in the last video, it was watercolors. You can search for anything that you want. You could put, a chalkboard. We just want a background, depending on what your theme is. Then you're going to go to filter because we want to make sure that these are only pictures, photos, and then we want to make sure that they're only free. So those are going to be filtered. And this is just one website. There's other websites you can go to find. You even go on Google if you wanted a background. Google Images. So then you're just going to go and scroll and select one. So this is the one that I already have downloaded in my downloads. So what I'm going to do is go to my downloads. And there it is. Drag that in. So then as you can see when it pops in, it's not really a circle. It's a square. So what I want to do is I want to make this into a circle. So I'm going to go over here where it says crop image. And then I'm going to click the arrows down. And then I want it to be a circle. There it is. And then I'm going to make sure that it fits in my circle. All right, and I also want to make sure that it's centered. So I'm going to go to Arrange, center on the page. There we go. All right, so it's all centered. So the next thing I'm going to do is you're just going to say what you want your buttons to be. So this one I'm just going to put, I guess, this week's assignment. So I'm going to put a title. So I'm going to go to text box. I'm just going to type in this week's. And then choose your font. I'll make mine a little bit bold. I'll make it a little bit bigger. And then I'm going to go to align, make sure that it's centered. And I'm going to drag that in. So I'm going to be a little bigger. All right, put about 100. All right, so then I'm going to bring that to the top, and then I want an image. So you can go to flat icon. Let me go the fuck over here. Here it is. Flaticon.com to look for some images, or they even have an extension. If you go to your slides, if you go to add-ons, I already have the icons already, but if you go to I think it's manage icons. Yeah, here it is. So when you get the search, you're going to type in icons, slides, and docs. This is the one that pops up, and then you're just going to simply install it into your. If you click, I already have it installed, so you're just going to click it when here it says install. And so when you go to your add-ons, it's going to be over here and click start. Something's going to pop up on the right. And then here I want a folder. So I'm just going to type it in the search bar, folder, enter. All of the ones that don't have this little crown are free. So if they have a crown, they're the premium, they're not free. So I'm just going to, this one's cute. So I'm going to select it and insert it. There we go. And then I'm going to just make that a little bit bigger. And then I'm going to go to arrange, make sure it's centered. There we go. All right, so there is my button, my custom button for my Schoology. So some other options that you can do is you can also have your buttons take them straight. Once they click it in Schoology, they can take them straight to like this week's assignments, or they can take them out to a different platform. So I just made some other buttons, other platforms that I use in my classroom that I want to actually put in my Schoology. So that's the next part. We're going to download these as pictures. So now we're going to start downloading our buttons into pictures. So what you're going to do is you're going to left click on the side. You hold down the mouse and select everything that's in the box. So now that everything is selected, you're going to go to the corner and right click, select group. So now everything is grouped together. Then I'm going to go to File, Download, PNG, and now it's downloaded over here. I'm going to do that for every one. So this, go to slide 2. I'm going to left click, select everything, go to the corner, right click, group, and then go to File, Download, PNG. So now that I downloaded all my pictures, you can see them at the bottom, I'm going to go and open a Google Doc. This Google Doc, I just labeled it Schoology, banner, and buttons. And all I did was make a table. It was 6 by 6. And so here I could insert a picture. I can insert my Bitmoji classroom picture. And then these are where I'm going to start inserting all of my buttons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my downloads. And as you can see, I've downloaded them here. I'm just going to drag them to the correct box. There we go. Do Epic. I'll make this a little bit smaller so I can see. Depth of grid, I'm going to do Prodigy, Palette, and then my last one was Nearpod. All right. So now that I downloaded them, they're all in pictures. I'm almost ready. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start linking them. So I need to go to these websites, Epic, Flipgrid, Prodigy, Padlet, and Nearpod, and link them. So that's going to be the next part. So how to link them is you're just going to open a new tab. So I'm just going to type in Epic. Here is the Epic website, epic.com. And then I'm just going to go to the web browser, Control-C. And then I'm going to go to Epic. I'm going to click over here where it has the link. And then I'm going to insert it and apply. I do the same thing for the rest. Flipgrid, Prodigy, Padlet, and Nearpod. So now that everything is linked, I linked it to all of the different platforms. Now I'm ready to start putting it into Schoology. So we have one more thing to do before it's ready to go into Schoology. So what I want to do is I want to highlight this table. And then I want to go to these 3 dots over here. And the border color, I need to change it to white because I don't want the border to show up in Schoology. So as you can see, the table is now white, the border. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click and copy. Then I'm going to go to my Schoology course. I'm going to select and click on updates. I'm going to click in this box, and then this is where I'm going to paste the table. As you can see, there's no border. And then over here, I'm going to select the bell. I'm going to check it and then click post. So now when the students go into this Schoology course, I have my custom buttons that are linked outside. With this one's within Schoology and the other ones are outside other platforms. So when they click Epic, it takes them to the Epic website and so forth. This one would take them to this week's math assignment. And the way that I did that is I went to math. Then I went to my web browser. This is the link that I copied. And then on my table, I selected that button. Then I went to link, and then I pasted that link in there, just like I did the other ones. So when they come to this course and I want them to click on, if they're wondering what's this week's assignments, where to find them, it would, instead of clicking here, all they have to do is click there, and it will take them straight to that spot in Schoology. So this is how you can make a custom buttons that are linkable to other platforms, but also within Schoology.